Hello everyone. How did I switch to Linux from macOS and Windows, and when did this happen? Um, Basically, I have about 27 years experience as developer and designer, or user experience designer, and an architect, whatever you want to call those things. And over the years, I worked with a lot of software. Now, most of the professional career up to a certain point in time was done with generally Adobe products, and then later on with Figma, which became again Adobe because Adobe purchased them. In one of the projects that I was trying to collaborate with a friend of mine, we had a happening. So I paid Figma for 1 full year, which was 144 euro back then. He paid for his Figma 144 euro. And we say, hey, okay, let's collaborate on this. I create the project. I try to invite him. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. I can't work with him unless he's part of a team in which he pays again 15 bucks. So he paid his Figma in full. I paid my Figma in full. But when we try to collaborate, Figma comes say, if you want to collaborate, it's going to cost you another 15 bucks. So basically, if he wants to collaborate with my project, he pays again another 144 because maybe the project spans for 1 year. So it's already 3 times 144. But what if I want to also work on his project, which he initiated? It's another 144. So it's 144 times 4. This is the extortion that these companies are doing. Do you think it's okay? No. So we both decided to say, screw this. We're going to move to this company. So we moved to this software and never looked back. I strongly advise to use Lunacy. It's free 100%. They have as well cloud if you want to use, but nobody's forcing you to use it or not. And anyway, the prices, it's a lot more decent. Not only that, but the collaboration, it's really good. And in no way, in shape or form, you end up in this in the situations like Figma. So if they give this for free, what do they get in return? And by the way, you can use this for free. You can save unlimited versions of your work on your machine, so there's no problem. They have some limitations with the cloud, but then again, it's a free version of software no matter what. So usually what they do, they make money from selling icons, some digital assets, stuff like that, which I think is really good. But anyway, move to it. That's my advice. Don't use Figma. Up to you. And it works on Linux perfectly. Now, anyway, I dropped Adobe. That's many years ago because I have switched initially to Affinity Designer, Photo, and Publisher, which is one-time price. That's the best way of going about. You buy something, it's yours. You don't list it. Then the second reason was this. I owned a MacBook Pro at some point in time, which I sold it because I realized I got pulled into their ecosystem too much and starts to be costly. And I said, no, screw that. I'm going to stick with Windows, all good. But there was this client who wanted some development work done and said, hey, we work, but the problem is we work on macOS. We have some specific settings for our VPNs. Okay, I'll buy one. So I went and purchased an M2 machine. What happened is after about a month and a half into the project, or almost 2 months into the project, out of the sudden I'm locked out of the machine because nothing happened. I just, shut down the machine to go to sleep, whatever. Next day, open the machine, impossible to log in. I logged in online just to check on a browser on my Windows machine to see if everything was okay. Actually, it was Linux because by that time on the other workstation it was just the Linux. It was all good. Came back to the machine, was not able to log in. I sent a request to Apple. They said they detected some anomaly usage of my machine. I said, what do you mean anomaly? I'm a developer. I'm using VPN to log into whatever. Yeah, but they detected some shenanigans. Whatever. I said, I want you to unlock my machine. And they gave me a link to unlock the machine. I went, I tried the link, it didn't work because guess what? It was asking to log in from my machine. anyway, anyway, getting back and forth with this guy said, guys, I can't log into the machine. No, you need the second device. I said, I don't have a second device. Yeah, then we have a problem. I said, what do you mean you have a problem? It's my machine, just unlock it. And then they asked for a bunch of ownership proof. Okay, I've sent them the invoice and the proof of payment from the electronic store from which I bought it online. It took about 1 week and a half or more to get back to me and tell them we have verified. Here is the link. That was another guy. Here's the link to unlock and reset your password. Please log into your machine. I said, I can't log into the freaking machine. So basically, after 1 month and about 14 or 16 days, I simply gave up with these guys. I've sent the machine back to the electronic store from which the online shop from which I got it. Those guys understood the situation. They gave me back the money, and that was it. So this proved me once and for all that whatever you buy from Apple is not yours. The company clearly proved it's not your device. And this whole bullshit with we do this for your benefit has nothing to do with this. And I strongly advise for anybody getting into this bullshit, stay away from this company, avoid it like the plague, don't use it. Buy a PC, build it yourself, install Linux, and you're good to go. Then on my gaming machine, which was the last machine I had it, I was trying to install Windows 11, and then Windows 11 was constantly bothering me with, guess what? You need to create an account, regardless if I was connected to the internet or not. So that was a bullshit. An account with them. If I didn't have an account with them, I can't use my machine. So I said, that's not an option. I said, I'm going to keep my Windows 10 and reinstall the Windows 10 because I wanted a clean slate. I didn't do any work on development any longer. I just want to game. And then I realized the latest update from Windows 10 was kind of asking the same thing. Hey, you need to log in with your account from Microsoft. But the good thing is if you disconnect the cable, then restart and reboot the machine, reinstall, and then you say, hey, I don't have an internet account, and then they'll let you to skip this bullshit for now. So that was okay. But then we got into this. They pushed an update, which basically what it does, because the name is there, rec all, record all. Every single thing that you do on your machine is recorded by them, screenshotted and recorded. Personal things, your personal life, no matter what you do, business and personal life. Do you think this is normal? No. You don't pay to provide these corporations with your whole life. So that was the time when I decided I need to see if there are some options out there for gaming, which I did, and it was on Linux Arch. Actually, the operating system, it's Kaki OS, the one that I'm using. I moved here for many months now, and I'm extremely happy. And you have a desktop edition, also hand-handled. You install this, automatically do all the setup for the gaming, NVIDIA drivers, SteamOS, everything that you require. So that's good. But why Linux? Here's the thing. It is under FOSS, and FOSS means free and open source software. It's very important. It doesn't mean it's free of cost, because some of the software, you need to pay for it. Not all of them. There are some pieces of software. Like, I mean, it's okay. I don't mind buying it, but in the manner which I said, I give you some money, you give me the product, it's mine. That's it. But what it also means is this. It means that the software source code is open for everyone to see. Free use, study, and modify the code. For the vast majority of the cases, if it's not absolutely proprietary things, which if you go into proprietary things, it's basically you're going back to some kind of a Windows-like approach, but then it's up to you. But far more important is that the software that is put into Linux and all the software that's under the FOSS, free and open source software, can be checked and rechecked by anybody from the community. If you see something is wrong, then you tell to the guy who made the software or lady, hey, don't do this shit. We know what you're doing. It's not okay. And people choose either to change that code on their own or just simply don't use the product. And that's the true benefit. Now you also have the Linux Foundation, which, funny as it is, you'll see here all the companies that are trying to do some bullshit and sell some software, and they actually have some strange practices like Oracle, Meta, Intel, Microsoft included. They all use Linux. Why? Because they themselves want to be secure and private, while at the same time they're kind of doing, you see what they do, right? But um, go to this website, check on your own. They have a lot of projects on open software, hardware, open standards, open data, and so forth. If you go here, I mean, look at this huge list of tens and tens and tens of hundreds of pieces of good software that they are free and open source 100%. There's no shenanigans, and all of this software is used on all infrastructure and by all these corporations. So now, which version of Linux? The reason for which I said Arch Linux is because at this point in time, it is one of the most used distribution. Although a lot of people say, yeah, Ubuntu is pretty there as well, but it's kind of started to lose ground because they also started to do some weird things. However, with Arch, you literally cannot go wrong because it's indeed 100% done by the community, open source, and there is no corporation behind it to dictate lots of the bullshit thing. Also, the Linux markets, yes, it's increasing. Finally reached 4.3%. Basically, he kind of in the past 1 year and maybe 2 years, he literally jumped 1% and a half, which is quite a lot. That means Linux finally started to go up. Why? Because all of these things that these corporations did and still do as a practice. They got comfortable, they got cocky, they think, and actually their mentality is you own nothing, you pay us. If you want to even open your PC, you pay us. Is this normal? No. That's it. Now, the other reason for which actually use Linux is also for customizations. A lot of people say, yeah, but I come from the dude. Look here. And one of the biggest things said, yeah, but I need my cloud accounts. Look here. You go to online accounts. You have Nextcloud, Google Cloud, Microsoft, whatever. Pick your choose. You connect these accounts. You're going to have here, you're going to have access to this locally. Really, I'm not joking. This is exactly how it works. So you can do it. There's no problem. You can use the cloud technology, but minus all of the unwelcome things on your machine. You have the exact same things. I mean, you have an interface, for God's sake. You see display. You can do stuff like this. Reverse settings. Because I don't want to. Oops. That's something here for a moment. Settings. This is the desktop problem. It's from GNOME. Sometimes you get some small issues, but I said it's just a flavor. But I can also change the screen resolution. I'm sorry, the screen refresh rate if I want to, but I'm happy with 59 for the moment. I can do scale, I can do sound, I can, increase my performance, balance, power, whatever the heck I want to do, settings. So it's kind of nice part. But look, even further than that, I have extensions. Look at this. So see this part here? You see this one? Okay, I can disable it if I don't want to see it. That's it. I can enable it back. Good. What if I want something here, like, the app menu? I have an app menu. That's pretty nice. How about if I have not a Windows, just, a Windows list. You see here. Now, I can see the workspace. That's it. What else can I do here? Removable drive menu. I have a removable drive menu, which I can see it in here. Stuff in this one. I can do all this kind of stuff, right? Places indicator. Again, I can customize and I can make it my windows, but there are tons and tons of customization. This is just one example. But all these things make your, make um, your Linux basically your machine. It's you customize it and do it the way you want, not anybody else wants. On top of that, tons and tons of applications which are free to use. I said very few of them you actually pay for anything. You can even game, my friend. As you can see here, I have Steam installed. I have freaking where is it? Here, Ubisoft Connect, which I already just installed. It's just gonna take a bit to load because it's running through Lutris and it needs if I open this with Lutris, you can install and connect your personal accounts on GOG, Epic Games, EA Games. There's no problem. So I have it. So if I want to play games from Ubisoft, I can do that as well. Again, it's no problem. You can see my library here. I install the game and I play it. There's no problem whatsoever. How about the GOG? I have this one as well. Look, all of the games I have, you see here, is from the GOG. I played Cyberpunk a couple of days ago just to see if it works well. It's not only the fact that it works better, but it consumes less resources than on my normal Windows machine. I'm not joking, man. This actually works. You can play lots and lots and lots of games. So, plus on top of it, you have the option to do development, to do any kind of other things you want to do. You want to be a creative? Yes, you can be. Video editing, design editing, animation, development, anything you want. It's here. So, my advice to you: don't waste time any longer on macOS on Linux and Windows. Just switch to Linux. And my recommendation, strong recommendation for you, is to use KakiOS or Nobara. Both of them are good distributions for playing games, do work, and so forth. At this point in time, although I did recommend for you to test any kind of other distribution, maybe you like something else, maybe you like Ubuntu, maybe you like Fedora, maybe you like Debian. But I've tested those as well. And while my other workstation, which is a small form factor PC, I built it as well from scratch. It runs Fedora. It's good. It's really good Fedora. It was a stable thing. But I also wanted to sometimes play some games and do some video recordings with my other GPU. And here's the nice part, because now I have, I'm sorry, GPU. I have NVIDIA drivers and it works very nice. Wait, no problem. And I can see all of the settings here. What do I need for OpenCL? Sometimes you just, at the end of the day, it's open source software. It's not like it's all the time with issues. Well, just it is now a bit because I've done a lot of strange settings in the past few few hours because I was testing certain stuff. But if I go here and I say NVIDIA SMI, I should be seeing my GPU, which is this one. Like it's really good. And by the way, yeah, the games do work. Look, we'll just launch this one just for the fun of it. So you can see that it actually works. And not only that, but I want to show you something else. Oops. I did something here. I'm not even sure how and for which reason, but this works. Log in. Log into this one and watch this part. Actually, I'm gonna do system monitor. And look at this part. So we're gaming. I'm also doing screencasting recording, as you can see at this moment in time. And we're playing a game that runs on full settings, literally, with a Vulkan Proton thing. Where is the graphics here? NVIDIA GeForce, you see? It's NVIDIA GeForce. It's there. I haven't done anything. And it's the high settings. Actually, the shadow quality. It's no problem. I can put this also on high. Even on ultra. Even if I put everything on ultra here. Sorry. High. High. Even if I put this on everything on high, save. I'm still, it's no problem. Works. Do recording. And watch this. Look at this part. You see the CPU is not even struggling, my friend. Look at the memory. 9.9 gigabytes with a freaking game that requires very advanced shaders, 3D stuff running around, running everything to max resolution in 2K resolution. And look at this. And I'm also running the recording right now and also running the operating system. When did you last time see in Windows this? Even Windows now has become a freaking bloatware. Lots of gigabytes of RAM consumed for nothing. See, this is the reason for which I'm telling you going Linux is the best way to move forward. I'm just let you think of all the stuff I've told you. Take a decision and move forward. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. In the meantime, feel free to check out the other videos I did. Where do you start, especially, and a few others I've done so I can help you transition to Linux. And let me know in the comments what you think and what would be the reasons for which you want to move away from Windows and macOS if there is more than I have already stated. Thank you, and I'll see you.